Welcome to your Madden NFL 25 franchise highlights, brought to you by the Arethea Sports Network. It's week 18 of the 2024 season, and it all comes down to this. The Knights with a showdown with the New York Outlaws. Winner takes the AFC East. Midway through the first quarter, New York strikes first as Zach Wilson finds Dontavian Wicks for the touchdown. Boston would get a pair of field goals just before the 2-minute warning. Braden Fisk sacks Wilson on 4th and 1 to turn it over on downs. Now in the third, New York up by 7. Wilson fires to Kendrick Bourne for the completion, and check out this unbelievable one-handed grab as we take a look at the replay from a different angle. Bourne just sticks out that right hand and snatches the ball out of the air. Amazing catch. The Outlaws cap off the drive with a touchdown as Dameon Pierce goes in from 3 yards out. Early in the fourth, Wilson looking and connects with Kyle Pitts, who dives into the end zone, and New York takes a commanding 21-point lead. The Knights trying to fight their way back into the game in the shadow of their own end zone. Kirk Cousins is collapsed on for the safety. Boston now in desperation mode with the game all but out of reach. Cousins hits Cavante Turpin, and he is off to the races for a 77-yard touchdown, but that is as close as the Knights would get as they fall 29-12 to the Outlaws. Kirk Cousins, 23 of 35, 236 yards and a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey held in check as the Knights were playing from behind for the entire game. 6 carries and 19 yards. Cavante Turpin, 114 receiving yards and a touchdown, largely due to that late garbage time touchdown. For New York, Zach Wilson, 398 yards in the air and a touchdown. Dameon Pierce, 90 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Wicks with 139 yards on 10 catches for a touchdown. And Kyle Pitts, 6 catches, 112 yards and a touchdown. As we look at the AFC East standings, New York with the win clinches the AFC East championship, putting Boston in a wild card spot. Hartford and Pittsburgh both missing the playoffs. Speaking of the playoffs, let's take a look at the wild card schedule coming up. 7th seed Boston going to 2 seed Kansas City. Atlanta, the 6th seed, will be facing the Outlaws, who are the 3 seed. The 5th seed Los Angeles versus the 4 seed Orlando. And in the NFC, the 7th seed Houston going to 2 seed Sacramento. Baltimore, the 6th seed, versus Washington, the 3rd seed. And Charlotte and Columbus is the 5-4 matchup. That's going to do it for this edition of the Madden NFL 25 franchise highlights. We'll catch you next week for the start of the playoffs.